There's a lot of different boats I could be fishing out of, and if I can only have one, it's a 2200 Bay Ranger. The reason for that is, first of all, I've got 22 feet of length, and that allows me to fish some very large water, whether it's Tampa Bay, the Gulf of Mexico, or the Atlantic Ocean. I can fish anywhere and know that not only can I get there, but I can get back. On a Ranger 2200, you've got a sharp V entry at the bow that just literally eats up the chop. That means I have a smooth, dry ride. You've got a great reverse chine here that knocks that spray away from the hull. Whatever water from spray that might leach all the way up to the top of the hull, there's a gusset that runs underneath the rail here all the way to the stern to channel that water back away from the passengers. From about a midship from the console back, the boat flattens out. And the reason for that is that you want to be able to access some of these shallower places, whether it's on the flats or in a tidal creek. And this, about a 14-degree dead rise at the stern, allows you to draft as little as 11 to 12 inches of water. And that's pretty important when you're fishing the environment that we fish. You know, we're talking about how skinny this boat will draft, and some of the accessories that help in that are a Bob's jack plate, for example. Some people call this an option, I call it a necessity. This is 7.5 inches of vertical lift that allows you to raise your engine to get it up high enough where sometimes it's, you know, it's the insurance you need to get on plane in shallow water, and also to help protect those grass flats. Also, trim tabs are a vital component when it comes to shallow water fishing. And not only shallow water fishing, but tabs also help you with your load. You can level your load, you can tilt your boat up on its side when you get in rough quartering seas to keep the passengers drier. The other great thing about trim tabs, when you're in super shallow water and you're trying to put it on the pad, you can tab it all the way down. It limits your bow lift. Starting at the bow, we have a Cavernous anchor locker. You can put a lot of rope in here, have a lot of scope, get up to a couple hundred feet. You also have your trolling motor plug right here, mounted inside to keep it and protect it from the elements. Mounted on the center line of the hull is a Cavernous storage locker. You can see I've got all my favorite baits, my leader wheels. I mean, I have got all my soft baits, extra life jackets, flare kit, safety kit. This cavern goes all the way forward underneath the front deck. This live well, if you will, allows me to put bait forward so I don't have to go all the way to the stern to get a live bait if I'm live bait fishing. This is a pretty neat little feature. 2 huge rod lockers. Goes up into the hull about 9 feet. So you can store everything from big-eyed spinning reels to stand-up gear, your inshore rods. It's carpeted. I like that feature because it protects all my expensive spinning reels and rods. You can literally go fishing inshore, nearshore, and offshore all in the same day in the same boat because you can store all those rods away where they're safe and out of your way. Everything in this boat is recessed. Everything from the cleats, pop-up cleats, to the locks. The console is the perfect size to mount all of your accessories, but not too big to encumber movement to the front deck. You can run up here, make you a cast, you hook up a big fish, you've got plenty of cockpit room to run back here, fight that fish. Another thing that I like about this console is you have tow room underneath the console. You're probably saying, big deal, why do you need that? The first time you go barefoot in this boat, you'll know why, and it gives you plenty of room to get your dock brush underneath there for proper cleaning. Some of the great features of this lean and post live well is how much bait you can actually store in this tank. This is a Cavernous tank, holds almost 40 gallons, which is integral in keeping live bait lively. Switches for your live well are conveniently placed right here on the outside of the tank. Allows you to fill and also recirculate. And if this isn't enough to keep all your bait fresh and lively, you can come right back here to your aft bait storage well and live well. If you're looking for the ultimate inshore fishing boat, may I suggest the 22 Bay Ranger.